absolute #1 biggest tip that I can give you for getting into a routine and actually sticking to a journaling routine. Are you ready for it? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am sharing with you my journaling routine and tips on how to journal if you are looking to get into more of a journaling routine, or if you feel like you can't really stick with journaling and actually fill up your empty notebooks. My 25 ways to fill your notebooks video is officially the most popular video on my channel, which is kind of crazy to me. It's so exciting, and I love that you guys are liking that video and are finding it helpful. So I thought I would make this video to share with you how I got into a journaling routine. I have been journaling since I was little, but now that I've gotten older, like I have to make time for it. I thought I would share my tips on how to actually incorporate journaling into your routine and how to get the most out of journaling. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe. Let's just get right into my tips on how to help you journal more and how to get you into a journaling routine on a daily basis. The first thing that I did want to mention, and I feel like it is a little obvious, but I think it's important, is to try and make it a priority to journal every single day. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. I have the same 24 hours that Beyonce has, that Taylor Swift has. If you want to see the benefits of journaling and see the positive impact that journaling can have on your life, then you need to make it a priority. That's something for me that I really struggle with, is prioritizing my time, which is why I'm so in love with my planners and my bullet journals and my notebooks and all of that, because I truly believe that managing and prioritizing your time is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. Commit yourself to, even just for 1 week, to just try and doing it consistently every single day. My next tip is to find a journal that you actually like and that fits your lifestyle. I notice that if I have super big, like 8.5 by 11 size journals, it's overwhelming to me to kind of just be staring at that big of an empty page. So what I mean by this is find a journal that you actually like, that you think looks pretty or that inspires you, but also something that you feel like you could see yourself maybe throwing in your purse and taking with you throughout the day, or keeping by your bedside, or something like that, something where it's kind of present in your daily life. So for me, just to show you guys kind of what I'm using right now for my current journaling routine, I have a bunch of journals that I'm using. I'm almost always writing in multiple journals. I have my planner, I have my bullet journal, which I'm sure if you've seen any of my other videos, you have seen this notebook already. And then I also have these 2 Disney journals, which, you guys, I go to Disney in 5 days. So, you know, I'm all about this Disney vibe right now. I am using my Paris journal. If you are looking for more concrete ways of what to put in your journal, I do have my 25 ways to fill your notebooks video. I'll link that down below. This journal makes an appearance in that video. I have this journal that I got for my birthday from a very good friend of mine, and I'm so obsessed with friends. It's just like the perfect, I can't, it's amazing. They all vary in sizes, they vary in how big they are, how thick they are, whether they're hardcover or softcover. There's so many different journals that you can choose from. You do want it to inspire you and whatnot, but you also want it to be something that you feel that you can use on a daily basis. So as far as actually getting into a journaling routine, especially if you're someone that has never really established a good journaling routine, is to just start small. So start with maybe just half a page or a few sentences a day of journaling. It doesn't need to be, you know, I think there's a lot of prompts out there that say write 5 pages every day, and it's like, whoa. But if you start with just a few sentences every day, or half a page, or something small like that, it's much more manageable, and it breaks it down into bite-sized chunks that you can actually achieve. And then as you continue and as you start to build that habit, you'll naturally start to write more. And this could even be maybe a couple of sentences on what you did that day, what you're grateful for, memories that you want to remember from that day. After 1 week of doing that consistently, you can try to build it up to maybe a full page, or if you were doing a few sentences, maybe you build up to half a page, whatever works for you. But you want to do it in small increments so that way you don't get overwhelmed and then just end up quitting and not doing it. Try and not put too much pressure on yourself to make it perfect, or to write so many pages, or to look like this journal, or to look like that journal, or to be an art journal, or to be a travel journal, or to be a personal diary journal, or whatever it is. Just make your journal whatever you want it to be, whether it's a bullet journal, whether it's just a notebook that you're writing in, or whether it's like a long form journal that you're writing about your daily life in. You want to make it work for you. You don't need to be worried about or obsessing over or putting pressure on yourself of all the other beautiful journals that are in our social media world. I could go on about social media and that pressure for a while, but I won't. Basically, just don't put too much pressure on yourself. So my absolute number one biggest tip that I can give you for getting into a routine and actually sticking to a journaling routine, are you ready for it? Is, I feel like I need a drum roll. Did that sound like a drum roll? Is to incorporate journaling into something you're already doing on a daily basis. Mind-blowing, right? No, it's not that mind-blowing. But this, seriously, this is how I have continued to adapt journaling into my routine as my life has changed, as I've moved, as just everything, the ups and downs throughout life. This is how I've stayed consistent. It is to integrate journaling into something that I'm already doing on a daily basis. Think about everything you do consistently every single day. Now, maybe it's something like just brushing your teeth or having a cup of coffee, or maybe you watch TV when you get home from work, or you read before bed, you have dinner at the same time every single day, or breakfast at the same time every single day. Whatever it is, find something that you do consistently 7 days a week on a regular basis and incorporate your journaling into it. Even if it's just while you're sipping your morning coffee, if you just take a few minutes while you're sipping that coffee to write down what you're thankful for, or write down what you're excited about coming up, or what happened over the weekend, or whatever it is. Integrating journaling into something that you're already doing is the easiest way to make it a consistent part of your routine. I am speaking from personal experience with that. There has been times in my life where I've been journaling in the mornings, journaling in the evenings, journaling in the afternoons. Like, it has changed so much throughout my life so far, but honestly, the biggest thing and the biggest way that I've stayed consistent with it is by just integrating it into something that I know is going to happen. That's my biggest tip on staying consistent and getting into a solid routine with it. As far as journaling prompts go, like if you're not really quite sure what to put in your notebooks, I do have a whole video talking about 25 ways to fill your journals and notebooks that I will link in the description box and up on the screen. If you're looking for some quick ideas, you can write about your goals, write about things that you're thankful for, write about what happened that day, events that are coming up that you're excited about, accomplishments that have happened recently, what's going on in your family, what's going on with your friends, what's going on in your mind with things. If you're stressed about things, you just need to write. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't even need to be grammatically correct or in full sentences. It can be whatever you want. You can make it in a list form, you can make it in a longhand journal form, whatever you want to do. It's your journal. And that's the great thing. That is what I truly love about it. Can be whatever you want it to be. It can truly be what you need it to be at this point in your life. And I think that's pretty awesome. Those are all the tips that I have for getting into a journaling routine. As far as my personal journaling routine, right now I do like to journal with my morning coffee, but if the day's kind of crazy and I need to jump into work right away after my morning routine, then I usually will do it right before I go to sleep at night. It does kind of depend on the day, but that's my go-to journaling routine, is to either do it while I'm having my morning coffee or right before I go to bed when I'm having tea at the end of the night. If you are interested in seeing a more elaborate flip through and sit down with me while I journal to kind of see my process or how I start journaling, I'd love to share it with you guys if that's something that you're interested in. Give this video a thumbs up or drop a comment down below if you'd like to see that, and I'll definitely make that for you guys. I would love to know what you journal about, or what your journaling routine is, how long you've been journaling, or if you haven't started yet, why you want to start journaling. I'd love to know. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe. I upload videos every single week all about my bullet journal, my notebooks, my planning, organization, goodness, as well as travel vlogs and lifestyle videos. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.